All right, guys, I want to go over a post-Banlist Phantom Knight deck list because I've seen far too many people coping on the predaplant stuff, thinking that DPE will still work in the deck and not make it a brick house. So we're going to go over a few combos and the deck list, and then I'll give my closing thoughts on it. So let's just jump right into it. All right, so here we have the ideal inboard, but not the ideal hand. What we're going to see here is we're going to special summon Junk Forward, and then we're going to normal summon Tornscale's Pitch Wing, and then we're going to dump Cloak. We're going to go ahead and link off here into Cherubini. We're going to go ahead and Syngraph Special Seer, and then we're going to E-Telly. So typical Phantom Knight combo, and this is where the combo differs a bit. So we're going to go ahead and link off here, and we're going to link into Hulk. So now your chains will differ here, because you have a simultaneous activation here. We're going to go Chainlink 1 Hulk, Chainlink 2 Seer targeting Graph. So you're going to end up chain blocking the Hulk here. So with Seer, Graph will come back into the zone that Cherubini points to, so it will gain Cherubini's protection. And then with Hulk, we're going to special summon out a recently released Felon, Jet Synchron. So now we have the material to link into Rusty, and then we can banish Cloak, and we can grab ourselves a copy of Boots. And since we banish Cloak, we can go ahead and trigger Tornscales, special out Tornscales, and then special out Boots, link away Jet and Boots into Dagda, and then we will trigger Wing Engrave, bring back the Boots Engrave, overlay the two of them into Leviair, detach from Leviair, bring back the Cloak, and then we will trigger Cloak, boosting Rusty. Then that will trigger Dagda. Well, it should have triggered Dagda before, but I was testing pretty late at night, boys. Go ahead and forgive me. So we'll set our Scythe, and then we'll go ahead and link all three of these away into a 3-mat Oppo. Then we'll go ahead and finally trigger Rusty here, sending Ragged Gloves, and we'll set our Fog Blade. Then we're gonna trigger Boots, grab our last Fog Blade out of the deck, and then we'll trigger Jet, and we'll pitch that Fog Blade. Then we'll trigger the Fog Blade and bring back Gloves, and we will sync the two of them away for Herald of the Arclight, and we'll pass turn. So now on our opponent's turn, we can trigger Hulk, banish it off the field, go into TG Wonder Magician, pop the Scythe, trigger Scythe, bring out the Scythe, and then we can sync them away into Barone. So that is what your ideal turn 1 inboard looks like. All right, let's go on to the next replay. All right, boys, here's plan B. As you can see, no tuner access. So let's go ahead. We're going to normal summon Tornscales. We're going to special Boots. We're going to trigger Stain Greaves in hand. We're going to go ahead and trigger Tornscales. We're going to pitch Ancient Cloak, and then we're going to dump Wing. We're going to link away. We're going to make Cherubini. And then, typical Phantom Knight combo here. Activate, dump Graph, special Seer, link away, make Rusty, trigger Seer, bring back Cherubini, link away here, and we're going to make Dagda. Then we're finally going to trigger Rusty, trigger Dagda, send Gloves, set Fog Blade, set Scythe. Now we can go ahead and trigger Cloak, we'll grab Boots, we will trigger Tornscales, and then we will trigger Stain Greaves in the Grave to special the Boots out of our hand, because we had already specialed him once this turn. So we needed Greaves. Go into Break Sword, trigger Rusty, pop the Break Sword effect. You boys can already see where this is going. We'll go into Dark Rebellion, then we'll banish Boots Engrave, grab our last Fog Blade, set 2, pass turn. Trigger the rank up spell on our opponent's turn, go into Dark Requiem, trigger Bardiche, pop the Scythe, Scythe effect. And Merry Christmas, there's your Scythe Lock, and then 5 monster effect negates via 2 Fog Blades and the 3 materials on Dark Requiem. So here's the list. We're running triple Tornscales, triple Boots, double Cloak, 1 Gloves, 1 Greaves, 1 Graph, 1 Seer, 1 Libic, 1 Jet, triple Kagamucha 1 Terratop, each of the Psychics, triple Tour Guide, 1 Sangan, 1 Scythe, 1 Arborea, 1 Tsuchinoko, 1 Junk Forward, double triple Tactics Talent, 1 Rhoda, triple E-Telly, double Droplet, 1 Rank Up, 1 Wing, and double Fog Blade. Then in the extra deck, we're on Wonder Magician, Barone, Herald of the Arclight, Zeus, Requiem, Rebellion, 1 Break Sword, 1 Leviair, Downard, Oppo, Axis Code, Rusty, Cherubini, Hulk, and Dagda. I think this is the superior way to play the deck over the Predaplant Cope list. It's more consistent, you have a decent inboard if you don't have tuner access, there's less garnets in the deck, and you're playing 40 cards on the dot, so you're going to be more consistent than a 47-48 card deck running 6 to 8 garnets in it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I think this deck is solidly playable at the local level, possibly even the regional level. I don't think the Cope list is playable above the local level. I could be wrong though. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, peace. Take it easy.